This is a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta SE 2.5. Okay, this is how you replace the compressor. This actually is not a hard job. So, before you get the compressor down, you're going to see a tensioner right there. There's two belts. So there's a tensioner there, and that's on the bottom to get the inner belt off. And it's a 15 wrench. And then there's another one right there to get this upper one off. After that, you have 4 nuts. Well, 1 nut and 3 screws to undo to get this off. So I got this one off first because it was the furthest. Because I kept, at that point, I wanted to get the lower bolt off of the compressor to make it easier. So I'll take that one off. Then there's going to be a 10 millimeter. There's going to be a screw like this, and that one right there. And then the 10 millimeter holds this line right there to it. So you get the 10 millimeter. You can fit a ratchet in there with a deep socket. Get it out, boom. Then get that with a 13. All of these are 13s. Then you take all 3 out, and then at this point, you already have that disconnected, the sensor. And then, at this point, you're left with 2 star tools. Boom, boom. Which I will break loose here in a second. Alright, so I got those loose. And that was a T45 that I used to get these loose. So at this point, you break them loose. But you do this back one first because it's got that pin. And I know for sure it's got rust and corrosion on it, and you got to be careful with these lines. They're soft. Can't really bang on them. So boom, get that out. And at this point, it's going to be a matter of trying to tap it very gently and getting this off, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I got it basically loose. As you can see, very carefully, I made sure that I got the corners of it. And there she goes. It's the old one. Got it out. You can see that corrosion on there. Let's see. Yeah, but that one was a piece of pie to get out. So at this point, you'll move this bugger out the way, then you'll grab the new one, which mine, I have a brand new one. I didn't go with reman, which these actually came with these hex instead of, which I already had some tools like that, which I had to spend money, but AutoZone had some tools on sale. They're switching their brand, or either they're that or they're changing something up. But they were on sale. I got this set right here for 13 bucks. At this point, you'll pretty much repeat the procedures that you just did, which you'll bring this up there and connect it, and just be aware that when you change the compressor, you gotta get an evac pump and the gauges so you can pull the air out and place the air back in. I mean, not the air, but the Freon. Now, the reason why this is being replaced is because the AC worked, but it just didn't get cold enough, and the Freon was at its capacity. So, therefore, the pump wasn't pumping adequate amount of fluid through at a certain rate so that it can get cold. So, basically, the seals and stuff in the pump most likely were going out. Something like that. But, as we can see, that was a original, but I will be back in a second. Alright, so I got them in. At this point, you'll lift it back up there and start putting the bolts back in. Alright, so I got it up there. It's all up there. It's very easy. I mean, this is one of the easiest compressor jobs I've done. I mean, it's so easy. And now you just put the belts on, boom, and then at that point, put your splash guard back on, and then you can go ahead and pull the air out and throw the Freon in and make sure it works. That concludes it. It's all set up. The belts are all on, and then, like I said, the other tensioner is right there, and that's it. If you ever need any advice on how to do this, if you get lost, you can always message me, and like, share, subscribe for more videos. Thank you for watching.